Okay, so let's get to some things that we can all do. And so that's our web page, that's our wikis. Let's move on down the list here. Mind 101, yes, no? Need to see it? Don't need to see it? Raise your hand if you want to see it.
It's a good, if you didn't look at this, it was on the tech tools, if you didn't look at this, I think this is worth showing, so.
Okay, you want me to show? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't think a lot of you chose that one.
Did you call and sign up and see how it works? Because if you just go to a website and you don't try it out, it doesn't do you any good. You're like, I don't get it. If you don't go and try it out,
not very many looked at this one, so this is a good one to share.
I have tons and tons of teachers using this. It's free. Okay, here's my little digital dirt spiel. I refuse to give kids my cell phone number. You know, I know teachers that have kids texting them. I think that's asking for trouble. You know, young female teachers giving young male students a cell phone number. I think that's asking yourself for trouble. Or a young male teacher and a young female student, same way. I think that's asking for trouble. So sign up is free. Here's how it works. You'll know that you can never type in your name and password when people are watching. It's almost impossible. New feature. So here we go. If you just if you go there once and never go back again, you'll never understand that are always coming out with new features. Attach a file to your message. Well, how cool is that? Attach a file to your message. But how it works. I'm clearing everybody out of my class, so there's nobody in my class. So how it works is you would take out your phone. Feel free to do this. You would dial that number, text that number with that message, and hit send. I'm the teacher. You guys are the students. I guarantee you practically every kid has a cell phone. If not, if you're an elementary teacher, I would do this with parents to communicate. This is a great way to communicate. If you're a coach, great way to communicate with your members of your squad, whatever that squad may be. You can also subscribe via email. So if they don't have a phone, they have an email address. A lot of schools give kids email addresses, so they have an email address. You can subscribe that way. You should get a message back that says, welcome to my class. Yeah? You'll get a message back that says, welcome to my class. Can I get it on my screen? Yeah. I'll give you a few more seconds. Okay, I have 4 or 5 kids in my class. Okay, you can see that. Here's the cool part. And you can set up, so I can click on my schedule. I can send up a message of schedules. So I could send a message a day. I'm sitting at home on Sunday night, and I could schedule messages for later. Right? So I could schedule messages throughout the week. Do it once, hit send, and whenever that little alarm comes up, it pushes out those messages to all my students. If I want to just push out a message right away, I say, welcome to my class. I will use this to communicate with you important dates and times this year. And the great thing is I don't have your cell phone number. I don't have a clue. I can remove you, but I don't have any information about you besides your name. Whatever you put in there as your name, whatever your cell phone's tied to, it picks that name from your cell phone, and I'm not gonna schedule that. I don't want to schedule that. Hello and welcome to my class. I'll just make it short. This is how I will communicate with you. Schools pay for notification systems, and I think they need to, rightly so, but for you to use a notification system with kids, how simple is this? Type a message, you have 140 characters just like Twitter, and you hit send. Then if your phones are not on vibrate, you hear them all go off. Those that are in my class. Raise your hand when you get the message. It's got to go out to the server, come back. There's one. It doesn't take long. It takes about 2 minutes. You know, you guys aren't raising your hands. Come on, let me shout. I saw one come up. So it'll come back, right? Yes? Okay. Remind 101. It's awesome. Again, you just can't go and look at a website and read about it. You've got to actually use it. Because if you don't use it, you're not going to see how it is. So you subscribe yourself, or have your buddy subscribe, or sit together and look at this. So look, I can have several different classes, okay? Several different classes. Since I don't necessarily have a classroom, if I'm in charge of groups of people, though, I can use it to communicate with them. Yeah, I can do it via email, but they may not read their email right away. I'll tell you what, kids text, though, right away. And you can't text back, right? You can't text back. So it's great.
There's an app for this as well.
There's an app on the, yeah, everything that I'm going to show you can do on the iPad. Okay. Talked about teacher web pages. Socrative. Yeah.
Go ahead and go over that.
Have you seen 2.0 though?
No,
See, that's the thing. Right? Socrative, Socrative, whatever. It's in beta mode. See, so go to Socrative 2.0. So I push those buttons. I'm not afraid to push buttons. So the only thing with 2.0 is that if you have the app, it won't connect to me. So you have to actually go to socrative.com and you have to say go to 2.0. And again, you're going to have to test it in your environment. I have not tested this at Peru State College, so I don't know, but it looks a little different. It's a little cleaner. I like it. It's clean, fresh. It kind of is. It's kind of cool, right? I love this. Quick question, okay? We'll do a short answer question. So if you go to socrative.com, I'll do it myself, all right, on my iPad. And I would really love it if we would all get into this, if we could. This will work on a phone. But you can't go to student login. You have to go to the 2.0 button. If you don't go to the 2.0 button, it won't work. And then at the bottom right, it says student join room. So here's my room, 73851. 73851. I have not tested this in this environment. So,
we've done this before.
okay.
But I don't know about the 2.0.
Yeah, I haven't tested 2.0 in this environment. So this is, yep, you're waiting for me to give you a question. So the question is optional. What day is today? I'm going to hit start. And then you can submit an answer. So you can text your answer back to me. I'll wait to see what we get. Yep, I told it to be anonymous. I could actually ask for your name. So right, that's a great question. So why would you not want it to be anonymous? Yeah, it could be anonymous. Anonymous could be bad, right? Somebody could text something that is. So you're going to know who that person is, I guarantee it. Um, so we have some options here. And this is, and 1.0 did this too. Again, I like this. But over here is a start vote. So as you're taking, say you're having a discussion about something in your class, you say, okay, let's ask this question and see who people have respond. How are you going to respond? So then I can start the vote, and it's going to take convert the current yes. I don't want to report. Oh, I think I have to have it. So now you see on your screen, what do you see? Oh, you don't get this? You don't get that? It says, what day is today? You can vote. You don't see this? Okay. Again, this is 2.0. Did you see that? Yeah. So it says I converted it to a voting question. So then I can say, what day is today? And I can press A, B, C all day today. Right? You should see that. And I see some people answer. Okay, again, this is 2.0, so these are some things that you need to test before you do it with your kids. And I'm sorry that I walked away from people that are listening to this. But you can see, oh, 5. I got 5 people. It must be coming through slowly then. I don't know. Again. Okay, refresh or go back. See, so refresh or go back. And look at this. The screen is hard to see, but you can see people, what they're choosing, and how many people are selecting those answers. So we have a big majority of them are saying April Fools, and some are saying Tuesday. Right? April Fools. I think I even have the option to go in and select a couple and just vote on those particular items. This is 2.0, Socrative 2.0. Is that new? For all of you.
It's on their list. Some of them looked at it, a lot of them.
Yeah, Socrative 2.0. Okay. Infused learning. Look at that. Okay. That's just like Socrative. QR codes.
That's good. Do that one.
Talked about QR codes. What are QR codes?
You guys see that in the technology course? Yeah, that's a good
What are QR codes? Scan with your phone. So how does that apply to education? Any thoughts? So how do QR codes apply to education? So very simply, I don't know that I have a good example. Right with me. Let's do this. I always Google stuff. QR codes in education, right? And the second hit. If you don't know who Kathy Schrock is, that's some person you need to follow because she's a humongo supporter of education, but she's also a teacher. And if you ever get a chance to hear her speak or go to her web page, but this is her guide. I mean, she writes guides and guides and tons of guides about how to use things in education. So anytime I see something from Kathy Schrock, I definitely am going to click on that link and QR codes in the classroom. Here's some desktop readers, mobile devices, and here's kids talking about using QR codes in the classroom. So I'm not going to take some time to go through that, but that's what I do. That's how I research things. I type in a Google search, how's that going to work? And so here's some ideas. Create a document, hang it up in your room, have a QR code with it. So I'm a parent and you have a parent night or something, right? Parent-teacher conferences. I sit outside the room waiting for the next teacher availability. Why not have something up there for me as a parent to do? Here's a QR code. Scan it with your phone. See what we're doing in class. Here's a QR code of a video report, something that we did in class with kids. Uh, interactive resume. Google portfolio for language arts kids, seniors, going out to the real world, make a portfolio using Google. Tons of them. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. You can spend hours just on looking at QR codes. So here's just like 5 videos on how to use QR codes. And I have Enigma is a free reader. That's probably the most popular. I have I've used I don't know how to say it, Kaiwa or Kaiwa or whatever. That's free. You can have up to 5 free codes, I think. I also bought Crafter for my iPad. It's a free download, but if you want to create a QR code, you have to have unlock the creator button, and that's like $2.99, I think. But QR codes. So they're all over the place, right? They look like this. They're on bananas. They're on boxes. They're on. I see them on business cards now. And all you gotta do is scan it. And geez Louise, if I can find it. I just got, one of the things we do is we recertify every year for CPR. My certification is a QR code. That's nothing about me except that if you click on this QR, I scanned it. So I want to see what it says, right? What does it say about me? It basically, I can give it to somebody, not that I never have to, it has to be CPR, right? Or first aid or whatever, and say, hey, these listeners, oh, here's the code, right? Yeah, have at it. Stop.